Nick Cannon Mornings, baby, on Power 106. This is a legendary moment, not only for ourselves. This is a legendary moment for hip-hop. We have two gentlemen that are the soundtracks to everyone growing up, feeling life, learning about life. I don't know if I can give a bigger intro than that. I'm just let the gentlemen speak for themselves. We have Big Boy from the legendary Outkast, Sir Lucius, yes. Daddy Fat Sax, and we have Sleepy Brown in the building. Let's go. Let's clap it up.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, how the hell have y'all been?
Oh, man.
Been great, man.
Super fantastic.
Yeah, we've been on the road, touring with Big, and just tearing it up everywhere in festivals.
Yeah, and this is crazy because this pairing here is something that we all got to see, right, growing up. And to finally get a collab album, you know, obviously you've been hearing it for forever. Like, why did it take so long? Why?
I think it was just it's the right timing. You know, I don't, to tell you the truth, it was me. I don't think I was ready mentally.
Yeah.
You know, being behind the scenes for so long and then finally everybody looking at you, it kind of go to your head. Yeah. And I just didn't want to get on my little brother's nerves. So it just had to be the right time to, sorry it took like 20-something years later, but just took the right time to do it. And, you know, I think that's why this project is going to be so special.
Yeah. I know you say behind the scenes, but, I mean, we've listened to you. For a lot of people that don't know, you've been in a lot of. Obviously, you were a driving force behind what we've gotten here. Obviously, with Outkast and Organized Noise and all that. But like, there's some people out there that don't know. Like, that's you on So Fresh and So Clean.
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of joints that you are on that a lot of people don't know
First
about.
Outkast song, Players Ball.
Players Ball.
Southern
Yeah.
Player Listing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Margaritas.
Margarita with Pharrell.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
Oh
can't
man,
wait.
It's a lot.
Can't wait.
It's
It's
so
just,
much.
it's good. Was it important for you, because you've accomplished so much, to be like, yo, let me rock with Sleepy right here? Was that one of the motivating factors behind the big sleepover?
It was just, from us being on tour and like you said, doing these festivals and being around the world. It was just like, sitting on the bus and one day smoking. It was like, let's do an album with just some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's just some new jams. We was like, okay, cool. We get back to the studio. Let's start it. And we started working on the records, and they started sounding dreamy as hell, man. And we just like, oh, man, we got a whole album, 13 songs, everything brand new, everything in its own dimension. No two songs sound alike. And the first single is In Intentions.
Yeah.
And so in this single, how do you guys decide? Do you guys have any features? How do you guys, because I know that we have on this new single, Intentions, you guys have CeeLo Brown. Or Green, CeeLo Green. You said CeeLo Brown. CeeLo Green. You guys have CeeLo Green on there, and it's a great song. But do we have anybody else on the album that you guys can kind of give us a little bit?
We got Killer Mike on the album. And we also got Goody Mob on the record, and that's pretty much it. It's basically me and Brown getting down, what I'm talking
that's
about?
in-house right there. That's family.
Sure,
and that Intentions joint, man, it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just a different vibe. It's a different. It's
grown.
good. It's great
folk.
to hear you, right?
Yeah,
and it's like
folk.
you smooth as ever, of course, yourself. And then CeeLo, it's just like it gives you those good feelings. I feel like that's not happening in music right now.
Folk. You know how we do it, man. We got to come all the way from left field, folk. You know what I'm talking about?
And I know you in good spirits because
folk.
the kids are out the house
I'm
now.
happy as hell, folk.
I see you you still repping for your son. Obviously, he goes to Oregon, right?
Always, folk. You know what I'm saying? So we having fun, man. Like, I mean, we out here, we living a great life.
Yeah.
The brotherhood is so strong. Like, me and this guy, if people, I didn't realize that a lot of people didn't understand that Sleepy Brown was 1/3 of Organized Noise.
Yeah.
Responsible for signing Outkast. Like, if it wasn't for Brown, it would be no Outkast. You know what I mean? So,
oh man,
no, and I didn't know that till we started doing these interviews. I thought that was common knowledge. So this guy is, gave us our shot to be who we are.
Yeah. And big ups to Sleepy. Like I said, Sleepy is just so like smooth. You play behind the scenes, but you aren't behind the scenes. It fucked me up. The other day I was listening to Ludacris Saturday, and that's you saying it's Saturday, right?
Man. Right. Yeah.
I'm like, dog, Sleepy's been around forever, just holding it down. So that's important. And I did you just make this album to get out the house now finally? Because
not really to get out the house, but because I had a lot of free time. Like, all the kids are gone, and it's like, instead of going to the studio 4 days a week, we start going 7.
Shit.
And then, was like, the shit started sounding great, then I started not coming home. And, you know what I mean?
What? The kids are at home, so I'm not coming home.
No, but I do got help.
Well, I want to say congratulations because I have 3 kids of my own.
Really?
And yes, and so raising kids,
Yeah.
it's a fucking job.
Oh, no,
And so,
it is
it's
job.
a beautiful thing, but
Yep.
it's so hard. So congratulations because you both have kids.
You
They're
got little
already
ones?
grown. Yes, I have a pair of twins. They're 9. And then I have a 2-year-old.
Oh, you done fucked up. You reset the PlayStation.
But when I
Yeah. But that's a blessing, though. That's a
They
blessing.
are,
Yeah.
but when I hear that you say, they graduated and yours are doing their own thing, and so I can only aspire to that moment where I'm like, peace,
Yeah.
bye guys, and do
Oh,
my
my God.
own thing. But speaking of the, do they kind of keep you grounded in what's new? Do you not even want to take like in this new thing? Because you guys have your own lane and you guys are doing your own thing. Do you kind of use them?
We listen, yeah,
as-
absolutely. Secret A&Rs. They've been picking singles since Miss Jackson and Bombs Over Baghdad. Like I let the kids hear records. Yes, man. Like take beats home and like, hey, what you think about this? You know what I mean? Even from this record right here, it's a couple of singles on this album that my young boy was like, this need to be the single. And then we went to go see L.A. Reid yesterday, and he was like, this need to be the single. And I was like, that's what my boy said, too.
Okay, so
they got plaques on the wall now. You know what I'm talking about?
Do.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild to me. Speaking of kids, and you brought up the old singles, have you seen that reenactment of Miss Jackson? I don't know if it's like a Kids Bop video.
But that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Because,
the thing that's funny, I remember seeing that on TV back in the day.
Yeah.
So I was laughing. I was like, yo, I ain't seen this in a long time. So I reposted.
Yeah.
Man, everybody was going up like, who is this? This is so disrespectful to
It
y'all.
is,
I'm
though.
like, relax. Like, it's a Kids Bop thing.
Still though, like you are one of the coldest MCs of all time, and to hear your joints just get flipped like that,
Hey, he was doing it though, man.
The best part though, you gotta admit though, me and your daughter.
Me and your daughter.
What's funny though? What's funny after I reposted,
crazy.
he hit me up.
The kid?
Yeah, the kid.
Was he a grown-ass man now?
Yeah. He was like, thanks,
sit
man.
your grown ass down.
He was like,
man.
thanks,
You disrespected
man.
a classic.
Wow, that's crazy.
Talking about posting and stuff, I was in your Instagram and you trip me out. Like, I want to know if these are codes or you just really like the Discovery Channel or the nature. Like, I'm like, what does this turtle eating this jellyfish mean? Like, and I'm like, maybe I'm just taking it too far. You just enjoy.
I love animals. I love animals. I have like animals of my own. I've been breeding dogs for like 20 years, Frenchies. I got a couple of owls. I just got into birds like a couple of years ago. And I'm just fascinated with animals, man. So, I just love it.
You are the same guy that said you're cooler than a polar bear's toenail. So you always show that.
Thank God he don't have a polar bear.
Yeah.
He literally has one on his IG. Like, the polar bear's just cruising, and I'm like, what's the point? And I'm just trying to look into it. But I guess just like the Kids Bop thing, stop looking into it. Just enjoy it.
For sure.
Pretty sure you can afford a polar bear. I'll make a couple questions quick because I know you got to leave out here soon. 95 Source Awards. You and Dre stand up there. Did you know right when that happened that was gonna be a big monumental moment for the South? Because in my opinion, I'm not from the South. I'm from LA. But to me, that was like a unification moment. And
did not know we were gonna get booed. That was raw emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just us being in the moment. And I thank them for booing us because it just made us go harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was all about being accepted. But then after that, it was like, fuck that shit. We just gonna be the best we can be ever.
yeah, this happened after Snoop went up there.
This was always everything was going on at the same time. It was like fuck them niggas on the east side, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck them niggas on the west side. We
And
like
you're
this.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like just sitting in the middle, but it was dope. It was actually dope because when Death Row performed, they had some of the prettiest Rottweilers I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
On top of the little prison gate, that shit was dope as hell.
That shit was
And then we got up there, we was like, shit, yeah. And niggas was part there, they were like, boo. We were like,
hell no.
fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're also part, 3 years later, you're also part of one of the, people say it's the greatest day in hip hop history, in 98 when everyone dropped an album. It was Tribe, Jay, you guys. That had to be crazy. I'm sure you didn't know everyone was dropping an album on that day.
That was Aquemini, right?
Coming out, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was September 29, 98.
No, that's hard. Yeah, man. We were just really putting out full cohesive bodies of work, and that's what we're still doing now. You know what I mean? Right. Like this record is nothing less than what we've been doing, man, and can't wait till they hear the whole thing.
And you're dropping this record one by one. You're not dropping the whole thing. I mean, the album, or how?
Not all at the same time. No.
Why?
because it's all killer, no filler. Like one song gonna have you jamming for at least a month or two, and then we're gonna give you another song.
And then another one in like one.
No, we gonna make sure you gotta be appreciative now. We gonna be like, we gonna be like Santa Claus.
I'm just saying, that's Big is saying that. Sleep, you feel the same way?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I mean, these days, people don't really listen to full albums. They're just going there and pick which one they want.
Yeah.
So we just want to make sure you hear everything before you go nitpicking.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, listen, it's such a pleasure to have both of you guys in here. Like I said, I've been listening to you guys forever. I can quote so many lines, and I can try to sing. This is dedicated to the lover.
All right.
I'm not gonna have Sleepy Brown come in and not try.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
I just want to say, like, obviously I'm gonna say underappreciated. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the both of you guys, obviously, respectfully, underrated as well. I know you get a lot of that disrespect. You've seen it. I know you don't care about it.
No, you can't rate a nigga that's not on the scale.
Right.
Yeah.
Dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen now.
He just winked, guys.
I know you can't see it because of the expensive frames. My last question would be: Outkast obviously is one of the top groups of all time. My favorite group, right up there with the Tribe Called Quest. How do you feel about yourself as a solo artist? Do you feel like you should be ranked higher than what it already is?
I'm already there, man. I'm God MC status. I've said this before. Like, there's no top 5, no king, nothing. It's God status. I've done it all. I'm still doing it. I would annihilate anything at any time, and just just pull the sheet. Like, check the stats. But I love everybody though.
Oh, that was a real player move right there.
Yeah.
Hit you with the shit, but I love everybody.
Yeah,
thank y'all so much. Such a pleasure. Make sure you go rock with that Intentions.
Yes.
The big sleepover featuring CeeLo Green. It's gonna be crazy. We gonna keep rocking to that. We can't wait for that other one to drop too.
Believe it.
And the other one.
And the other one. And the other
one.
Sleepy Brown and Big Boy, baby. Yeah. Nick Cannon, Morris Power 106. Thank y'all so much.